I don't know whose screen comes on first. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, IG. What are the vibes today, y'all? Let me go over to Facebook and do my page. Give me a second, y'all. Enjoy this. Enjoy this vibe. Hey, come through. Hey. Good morning, Yoga Girl Side. Just playing some vibes for y'all this morning. Come through. Oh. Come through. Shine bright like a diamond. Hey, Tonya. Good morning from Facebook. Yes. Shine bright like a diamond. Hey, Mika Morris. Good morning. Come on in. You know, you have to think of yourself as shining bright like a diamond, right? No one is going to think of you as highly as you should think of yourself. That's what I say, right? And this is why when I was on vacation, it was so funny to me. Good morning, Mimi R. Good morning. It was so funny to me because while I was away, I really did act like inventing Anna. And I say this, you create your own vibe, shine bright like a motherfucking diamond. Okay. Other people will treat you the way you treat yourself, the way you come across, the light that you shine, right? That's what I'm starting to learn. That's it, and that's all, right? Come on in, y'all. Come on in. I saw that, Tonya. It seems like y'all had a good time. Hung over, have some coffee. As a matter of fact, I'm going to sip on my coffee right now. Grab your coffee or your tea, whatever it is you're drinking. Come on in, come on in. As we gather, today's topic, I have it up in on the details in IG, things that are hard to say. I had to shorten it on IG. IG doesn't give me much space, but I will share what the topic is. For those that are on YouTube and Facebook, you'll be able to see the whole flyer of what the topic is about. All right. But the topic today is ladies. Hey, one reliable sin. The topic today is ladies. What are some things, right? Good morning, Veronica Madison. What are some things you might want to say to your significant other that is hard to say? And fellas, what are some things that's difficult to hear? Right? These are those conversations that sometimes we don't have in relationships because we are afraid to hurt someone's feelings, or we are afraid to receive how someone else is feeling, right? But there are some deep things that sometimes we want to share with our significant other, but we feel that either their ego is going to be hurt, they're going to feel emasculated, right? They're going to feel like we're that strong, independent woman that's just bullying them around, right? And then fellas, the question for you is, what are some things that's hard for you to hear? What are some things that you don't want your woman to express to you? Things that you are afraid to hear. Mm. I know I got one. But I'm going to save that until we get into the conversation. But I wanted to tell y'all what the topic was, or remind you what the topic was. Hey, Glamour 47, because I want you to start thinking of some things that you possibly may want to say to your significant other that's hard to say, or you have said to your significant other that's hard to say. And if you said it to them and it was hard for them to receive, how did y'all overcome that conversation? Right? It's a good topic. It is. But before we get into the topic, Mimi, aka Rashmi, aka Crochet by Me. Hey, protagonist, good morning. Listen, I want to share something with y'all, right? I'm going to play a video that was sent to me on IG. It's floating around TikTok. It's on TikTok. Okay. But, you know, how do I say this without offending? You know, guys, y'all know that I really am not out here to offend anybody, right? Right? You know, I'm not out here trying to offend anybody. Veronica, you're already on the topic. I'm gonna go back and read that comment when I start the topic. That's a good one. Um, but I was forwarded a video. Okay. Now I understand the LGBTQ community is a powerful community, right? And they want to, it changed your name. It did. Um, they want to get their message across, right? They want equality. They want to be included, right? So I want to share something with y'all. Now those on IG, you're not going to be able to see it. That's why I tell you guys, join my YouTube or my Facebook page, right? Also on top of IG, right? But I want to, for IG users, I'm going to explain what I'm about to show. Okay. It's a book, all right? A gentleman went into the library of some sort or a bookstore, all right? And he has a 4-year-old child, and he went to the picture book section. Hey, Sandra Books, good morning. Oh, you moved over. You were already here. All right. And he found this book, and it's called Gay BCs. Not ABCs, but Gay BCs. Okay. Now, I don't have any issue with the LGBT community. I have no issue with the inclusion. It- I just feel like, can we just let kids be kids? Like, why are we, w- kids don't know what the fuck non binary is at 4 years old. All right. Let's stop shoving shit down these children's throats. Can our children be children? Can they? Can they be kids? All right. Hey, Madison. Hey, Fire and One. So I'm just going to show this video real quick. And those on YouTube and Facebook, I don't know. Again, I'm still learning all the features of the application that I'm using. But you should be able to hear the sound of the video. It mutes my mic as the video is playing. So I'm going to go over here and play Gay BCs. Okay. For those on YouTube and IG, they'll be able to see the book. For those on IG, I put it in my story. Okay. So if you don't get a chance to you're not going to hear it right now. But listen, I'm going to play this real quick.
Bro, I'm just trying to buy my baby some books, bro. Look at this shit. A is for Allie. B is for buy. C is for coming out. D is for drag. These are children books, guys. These are children books. ML Webb, you're disrespectful, bro. My kids is just trying to learn, okay? They're just trying to learn. Why are you writing books like this? Can't they just be kids and learn their regular ABCs? What is going on?
F is still for family, though.
What is going equality? Like, we got a lot. Gay, like G is for gay. Like, we got a lot going on. Non-binary, what? Listen, this is picture books. This is picture books. My 4-year-old don't know what the fuck non-binary is. Non-binary, what? Listen, this is picture books. This is picture books. My 4-year-old don't know what the fuck non-binary is. Non-binary, what?
Okay.
Listen, this is picture books.
This is picture books. My 4-year-old don't know what the fuck non-binary.
All right, so y'all, for the people on IG, you could hear the frustration in the father's voice. He's flipping pages through the book, right? He's flipping pages through the book, and it's called Gay ABCs. Okay, I'm sure you can Google this. Again, I put this in my story. It's on TikTok. And when you go through the book, they give you the alphabets just like any other alphabet book. A is for this, B is for this, right? You know, they had G for gay, E for equality. That's not so bad, right? But N for non-binary, like, how do you the fuck a 4-year-old? It's a picture book. It's a picture book, y'all. It's a picture book. Why are we shoving these definitions, down our children's throats at 4 years old? What are y'all thoughts on this? I don't want to offend anybody. I just have fucking questions. Okay? What are y'all thoughts on this? All right. Unclegg said, yeah, they're doing too much with that nonsense. In no shape or form have an issue with the community. I, in no shape or form, have an issue with the community. But they really need to stop forcing that on children. I mean, let the parents, isn't it I don't want to say, isn't it the parents' responsibility to teach this, right? Because then I know some ignorant fool is going to turn around and go, well, isn't it the parents' responsibility to teach Black history? See, I don't want to cuss nobody out because some shit is just too much. Some shit is just too much. That's too much, y'all. That's too much. Okay? That is too much. Yes, everybody's shocked. Too young for that. I need that book to understand. Exactly. Right? Imagine explaining non-binary to your 4-year-old. Okay? Georgie said, so though it may make people uncomfortable, you can't mold a person into being gay. It's there, and depending on the person, the people around them, it comes out early or late. Well, Georgie, my stance is not because the book is going to turn anybody gay. I completely agree with that. You cannot turn anybody gay. That's not the point. All right. To me, I think that there's appropriate things to teach our children at a certain age. That is my perspective. This ain't got shit to do with you being gay or straight. This ain't got shit to do with whether you can become gay or straight. I don't give a shit whether you gay. I don't give a shit whether you straight. That's your business. That's your business. That is your business. I accept all people. Okay. But the mere fact that we are taking picture books that 3 and 4-year-old kids are reading and putting these parents in positions to explain stuff like non-binary to a 4-year-old is ridiculous. Age appropriation. That's what I say. Why are we rushing the kids? So again, this has nothing to do with being gay or straight. This has nothing to do with none of that. I know you can't catch it. It ain't a fucking disease. It has nothing to do with that. Some shit is just not appropriate. And so I don't agree with picture books at this level. I just don't. But like assholes, we all have opinions, right? Okay. Hey, Hearts of Fire. Unclegg says it's on just about every TV show now, especially the ones that air on Fox. Yes. Every TV show and now cartoons. Right? Now they want to put it in the picture books. I mean, everything doesn't belong everywhere. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Lele. Grand Rising. Biscuits. Hearts of Fire said, what happened to history and math, child? They need to go back to shit like home economics and sex education. The fuck has happened to those classes? Instead, y'all making gay BCs. Teach these motherfuckers how to cook, boys and girls. Clean. Teach these motherfuckers how to wear condoms. Okay? Tanya said, wait a minute. Wait, I gotta go up. Wait a minute. Protagonist said, Wait, I gotta go up. There's too many comments. Wait. All right. Tonya said, Lord, the world is ending. All right. These comments on YouTube are hilarious. All right. And Facebook. Mimi said, my first thought was the title of the book was hilarious, right? Now, true. Gay BCs. My second thought is I'm going to play both sides of the fence. One, let the kids be kids. This is too much. Two, if you don't like it, don't buy it. But basic basically, I know I'm not buying it for any 3 or 4-year-old, right? So again, we don't have to fucking like it. We don't have to fucking buy it. And the title is hilarious. I mean, when I saw it, I thought it was going to be a joke. I didn't know it was really, you know. So you're right. You don't like it, don't buy it. But I just had questions. The fuck? Protagonist says, I think anyone can write anything. It's the responsibility of the parents to choose to entertain the book or not. Yeah. Okay. Um, Tonya said, I'm about to order it. I want to see what's going on in that book. Mimi said, I think the whole non-binary thing is a whole mess in itself and don't plan on teaching that to my son. It's too much in my opinion. I'm still learning it. The fuck? I'm still trying to understand it. Okay? I mean, I don't know. It's so complicated at times. It keeps expanding, y'all. Okay? I'm coming, Yoga Girl Side. Yoga Girl Side said there are 3 LGBT storylines at the same time on Days of Our Lives. Okay. Wow. Johnny Leon Hill said, I don't understand it. Like gay cartoons. When I was a kid, I didn't care who was gay or not. Let kids be kids, not pushing a lifestyle on them. And that's what I say. That's what I say. Why do cartoon characters have to be anything? Just let the role play out. The kids will figure out what the fuck is going on. Okay? Mimi said, yes, teach these kids about finances and credits. Yes. Home economics. How to manage a fucking budget. The fuck? Georgie said, why shouldn't you explain non-binary, gay, and straight at 4? If you are in a class with a kid with 2 moms or dads, how do you explain that? Or do you just say they are just friends until they are teens? You explain it the same way you explain to your kid why he keep getting an erection every morning. There's some shit that parents can explain at home, right? No one is saying that we shouldn't explain this to our kids. No one is saying that. I'm just asking, why do we need to have a book called Gay BCs? Right? Now, again, these are opinions. My opinion is that's a bit much, right? But in no way, shape, or form is Raw to the Bone saying you should not teach your kids about these things. I didn't say that, right? That's your choice. Teach your kids what you want. I just had questions what was going on with this book. Okay. At 4, aren't kids picking their own books as well? Yeah, they are. They definitely are. Johnny said there is a video with a black kid and his grandfather singing an ABC song to say what you can be in life. Why can't we promote that instead? Right. Because does it matter if you gay or straight? Isn't it just about learning the fucking ABCs? Exactly, Mimi. This is what I'm saying. Some shit I don't understand. Non-binary is complicated as fuck to me. 2 moms and 2 dads, that's different. I can explain that shit. But I don't know. I can explain same-sex couple. I knew what gay was from a very young age because all of my mom's friends were gay males. And I listen, I know what gay is from a very young age too. We've never been confused about gay or straight, right? But we didn't need our cartoon characters to have a sexual definition. We didn't need it. I didn't need it. I didn't give a fuck who on the Little Rascals was gay or not. I don't care. It was the fucking Little Rascals. Right? At the same time we decide to talk to our kids about sex, then maybe we talk about that. I don't know. But some shit is just too much, in my opinion. Hey, Future, good morning. Hey, Miss Bam Bam. Kids are not allowed to be kids. And Lele, that is my problem. Between the fucking clothes that they're putting on these kids with their bellies out and these shorts and these sandals with the lace up, the lacy strings up their legs. I see 4-year-olds in these sexy clothes. Then we teaching them gay BCs and shit. When are kids gonna just fucking worry about combing that nappy ass Barbie head doll? Okay? Cooking in the fucking fake ass kitchen. Being kids. Playing Roblox. Just being kids. Lele said it's too much for me to keep up with that alone. I'm telling you. All right, let's go see Yoga Girl Sai. Come through. Madison said, why do we need to explain why someone has 2 moms or 2 dads? Hey, Yoga. What's going on, girl?
So I just want to chime in and say a couple things about this.
Yep.
First of all, the way that sexuality is.
I can't hear you. Oh, there you go. No, very low. You're very low.
Am I louder now?
A little louder. You kind of sound muffled. Yep. So wait. Right. Mimi says facts. We couldn't even wear spaghetti straps to school back in my day. We would get sent home. Right. Remember that? Remember we used to buy the little halter tops that tied at the neck and tied around the back? We couldn't go to school with those. And one time I snuck to go to school with my back out. Hey, Lulu Bells. Hey, Slim McGee, Grand Rising. I used to put I wore my halter top to school one day, and I thought I was cute, but I put a little sweater on it so they couldn't see that my back was out. I couldn't take my sweater off the whole day, y'all. We were not allowed to show skin in school. We weren't, right? Now these kids are like just busting it out. Well, the parents are busting it out because they the ones that buy the clothes for these kids, right?
Hello?
Yep, now I can hear you, Yoga Girl side. Go, good. Go.
I'm going to make a couple points. They're going to be quick.
Okay.
The first one is, you all know me, this Yoga Girl side. The way that sexuality is expressed through the LGBTQ community at this moment is really not from an African perspective. In brevity, there's a naturally occurring balance with feminine and masculine energy within every individual. And so the way that the LGBTQ community is doing it is they're making the discrete, the different, like flow, if you will, has a different name and a symbol. That's what they mean by non-binary. So if 100% heterosexual and 100% homosexual are the bookends, if you will, everything in the middle is like a little different discrete sliver between one or the other. And that's what they mean by non-binary.
I get it, but a 4-year-old?
But listen, child, girl. So that's my first point. I'm gonna spin one back to being 4. So what has left me not even wanting to hear anything else they have to say is because to me, you should be reasonable at some point. One, if you're born with a Y chromosome, testicles, and a penis, you're male. You are a biological male. If you are born with 2 X chromosomes and a uterus and an ovary and all that, you're a biological female. And there's nothing wrong with that. On the one hand, sometimes they'll say biology doesn't matter, and it's offensive to say that. But on the other hand, you want to have gender-affirming surgery. So if biology didn't matter, then it wouldn't matter to you that you have breasts, a penis, and testicles.
Good point.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so then the other thing is this. This is my main point. This is really kind of germane to your question. I can see, as an individual, I have the right to think what I think and have my own opinions. And if you don't like it, it doesn't mean that you hate me all of a sudden. It's like, do what I say, think how I think, or you hate me.
Right.
And so the absurdity of that jump is why a lot of people have jumped ship on trying to understand what people are saying. Now, as far as a 4-year-old or a child is concerned, I absolutely don't want you teaching my children about LGBT or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have my own perspective and my own common sense. And first and foremost, I want my 4-year-old to be outside with her hair getting fuzzy and puffy and sweating all hard and running around and coming in the house with the street lights come on. Can't 4-year-olds just be 4-year-olds? to me, it is completely like a 4-year-old would be like, what? The whole conversation would be like, huh? It's way too much to think that an elementary age child can even conceptually grasp what you're even talking about.
Exactly.
It is to me like things like that. They jump the shark on having people who really want to try to understand. Because if you're wrong in understanding, you hate them. I'm good, Joe. I'm out. I've been out with that.
Yeah.
This whole movement.
Yeah.
Because it's an absolute. This is right. Believe what we say. Use our vocabulary, or you hate us.
Yep.
Okay. And so, as far as we having children, I think how you see the divine, or how you see God, you should be able to teach that to your children. How your when you feel it's appropriate for kids to know about anatomy. I think that's your business.
Exactly.
Like when my dad and my brothers and I would go skiing, my dad used to let my brothers pee outside, but he would never let me pee outside. That's because I didn't know what a penis was.
Yeah.
And because we used to go skiing when I was such a little girl, and eventually I found out. But I'm just saying, like, it was in due time. It was the regular process.
Exactly.
So I think this country just okay. I know I can't read I'm not gonna read the comment because I can't read the comment. But I also feel like, just like what you were saying, over sexualizing children is so incredibly dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't want my kids wearing blush and tinted lip gloss and posing like this, and I don't want them to be exposed to anything that's sexual, whether it's LGBT or not.
Right.
4, 5, and 6, like, come on.
Yeah.
Good touch, bad touch, stuff like that. But just straight, let's talk about sex. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so the people who genuinely want to ally with you on any issue are not going to do that if you're giving them what they're supposed to think and giving them the vocabulary that they're supposed to use without them being able to discern if this is in alignment with how they live their lives.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you, Yoga Girl Sai. Great commentary. All right. I'm going to go read the comments because I know Yoga Girl Sai got some comments behind that because that was a good injection. So let's go see what. Hey, Damaris, good morning. All right. So, hey, bad guru, anti-life and anti-nature. Hey, Black Ice. Good morning. So Slim said a 4-year-old, though, they don't know what that is. That's true. They don't. Right? That is true. Hey, Divine Rivers, Bad Guru, I hope I'm saying that right, said they extinct, so they making us wipe ourselves out while they steal our uteruses and etc. Okay. All right. Hey, Damaris. Pedophilia movement didn't work, so they're trying to make the children sexually mature so they can select predators as mates. Wow, you see how opinions are. People, this is the thing, right? People look at these types of things in various ways. Like when I see little kids dressed up more mature than they should, I also think of pedophilia. I think that we are risking our children being so advanced, right? And it just feeds into these pedophilia, these pedophiles that's running around, right? It's a guise of self-expression. One reliable sin said it would be interesting to hear the perspective of an individual who is in favor of this book. Great point. Anybody here? Well, Georgie, are you in favor of this book? I don't know, because I'm going to read some of Georgie's comments, because who's in favor of the gay BCs? Because that's a good point. One reliable sin says she would like to hear from a person that is for this book. So that's a good point. Let me go over to the comments on YouTube and Facebook. Georgie said the clothes are killing me too, but the kids don't dress themselves. That's parents adult in their kids. That's true. That's true. That's true, because we buy their clothes, right? But you know how kids do. Y'all know I'm having a hot flash. Y'all know how kids do. They go to school, right? How many people would have friends that used to go to Catholic school? This ain't even a topic today, but this winded up being the topic today. Wow. How many kids did you know that I went to Catholic school, right? They start out going to school with their with their uniforms on, right? Their skirts will be below their knees. By the time they get to fucking school, their skirt is a mini skirt. Why is that? Why is that? Because they roll it up. Okay, protagonist, I'm coming. Why is that? Why is that when they roll up their skirt and they tie their little shirts because they showing their stomach and their little Catholic skirts be above their knees? How many of y'all experienced a boyfriend in your lifetime that said, "Can you please dress up as a little Catholic schoolgirl?" You see how the fantasies, you see, that is one fantasy I could never get into, right? I could never dress up as a little high school girl because I felt like that shit was weird. Like, why the fuck you want me to look like a kid? I don't know. Okay, let's see how the guest works
Check.
on the podcast.
Check.
Hey, protagonist.
Hey, yo, what's the good? Can y'all hear me? Can you
Can
hear
you
me?
hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you. Can I? Oh, wait, can I?
Uh,
You can hear the frustration in the father's
I,
voice.
I can hear you in
All
my
right, let me just
headphones.
see. Right? He's flipping pages through the book, and it's called Gay ABCs. Okay, I'm sure you can Google this. Again, I put this in my story.
Check.
It's on TikTok.
You're.
There you go.
Oh, check. Hey, yo,
Oh,
what's
now
the
you
good?
out again.
Oh,
I heard you for a quick minute.
check.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Hey, yo,
All
what's
right,
the
so we
good?
have protagonists.
Hey, yo, what's the good? It's your boy
So
Super
go.
Kev, and I had to offer a perspective,
All right, so we have
which is, I believe, and I wrote this in the comments, but I wanted to elaborate on it, that it's up to the parents and the leaders of the community to determine what you want to talk about. It's up to the parents. All right. The community. So determine. Oh, I hear myself in the headphones. Am I supposed to hear myself too? We gonna work on all of this. All right, you can still hear me?
No, you should mute yourself, I think. I don't know. It's on your side.
So maybe they just want me to yell. I don't
Yep.
know. Oh, okay, then we yelling. All right. So watch this. When I went to therapy, there was something that was extremely important that they mentioned. I was in group therapy, right? And in the therapy, we used to complain like, and it was a bunch of black men in therapy, right? So we used to complain like police this, government that, you name it, we was complaining about it. And the one of the, I don't know what his title was, and he said, you got to take care of your home, then the community, then the government. And that has always been how I process any issue that we might have as a group, right? So the first thing is the home. So you had mentioned, well, you can explain something to a 4-year-old, you know, you can talk to your kids. Cool. But then it's now community time. And this is, I think it's extremely important that we get together where everyone's home is going to, you know, we all do our own thing at our house and we raise our children how we raise our children. But I bet you, I don't even know the name of our community. We know the LGBTQ is a community. So I guess whatever other community I'm trying to talk about without being offensive, is that community strong enough to make sure that if they don't want those books, because me, I don't care, but if you don't want those books, is your community strong enough to make sure they're not in your stores or in your libraries? Because think about it, Walmart's not in the hood, at least in Boston, because of the mom and pop business situation. So if you don't want something as a community, you can make that happen. Now I'm going to go back. I could talk about my community, I guess, without being offensive. I'm a black man, so I'm talking about black community. You know for a fact, and I guarantee we're all going to agree on this, the black community is not united. So if the black community is not united, how can, and again, this is not limited to black, I'm only speaking for myself, so please separate the two. But hypothetically speaking, okay, I guess I should say like that. If the black community is not united, how are we even going to complain or contend or whatever word you want to, verb you want to use with the LGBTQ? Because they're clearly already more united than, again, hypothetically speaking, they're more united than the blacks. So then we have an issue in our community. So now our community has to determine what do you want as far as educating our babies. And someone had mentioned, yeah, let's teach finance, let's teach home economics, let's bring it back to those basics, right? Well, watch this. Who's running our schools? Because if it ain't us, obviously they're not going to put those things in there. They have their own agenda. So we need our own schools. We need our own, we need to show up and support people like you, bringing these topics up within the community, things like that. And then you know what I do, where I talk about the 7 forms of income for a reason, because they didn't teach it in school. So I'm trying to provide solutions in the community. We got to be more solution based. And watch this. I believe, this is my opinion, that the solution lies within education, and education, or being educated. I don't know which one I want, not the diploma one, but in talking about things and understanding. Because I have no issue talking to a 4-year-old about why so-and-so has 2 moms or whatever, but I'm not going that deep. I'm not going to sit there and be like non-binary to a 4. I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to just be like, that's a girl, that's a boy, boom. And then when they get older, that's when they start saying, well, why does this girl dress like a boy? Why does that boy dress like a girl? Then we can answer those questions when they ask them. But I'm not going to put that information out. But watch this. The last thing I'll say before I go is, you got to understand, these cell phones is bringing information to these babies. So on one end, we want to say, well, they're kids, they don't need to talk about this and that. Yo, but I bet you Johnny's little cell phone got it. I bet you someone found an inappropriate TikTok, learned how to screen share, because guess what? When I was a little kid playing video games, and I still play video games to this day, yo, I was doing things on the video game controller and doing this and doing that. My mother used to look at me like I was Albert Einstein, right? Because I was doing things on the computer. And now the cell phone's easy for me, but I bet you it's 10 times easier for these kids. So now keep that in mind when you try to keep things away from kids. They're going to find it. So the gay BCs, to me, is not a problem at all, because it's providing a safe space for parents who read with their children. Which, is anybody going to acknowledge the fact that there's some parents reading with their kids? So I just want to shout them out real quick. But back to the point, if they are actually participating in reading, it comes down to the parents. Yo, do I want this? Do I want to talk about this or not? That's the parent, active parents at least, not just the go to your room, read this book parent. Like, that's not good for our community. But if you're sitting there reading with your kids, and when they got questions, you can kind of deflect it in a way that it's not. I believe in postponing information. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to withhold it, but I'm going to just get it to you later and hope you forget. But if you keep insisting, I got you. But come on, we're old enough to know how to talk to babies. And that's my final statement is, let's rebuild our community. Whatever that is, let's rebuild it. Put the books that we want in there. All right, but I ain't going to take up too much of your time. And it was great seeing you, but I'm going back to the chat. I miss the people. I'm missing the comments. But keep up the great work, and we're going to continue to support you. And hey, if you're listening on Instagram, come pull up to the YouTube. What are y'all doing? Run up the likes, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'm gone.
I love it. Thank you so much, Protagonist, for that. Wow, such great perspective, y'all. Did y'all hear what he had to say? All right. That was a good one. That was a good one. I really appreciated that. Let me see if I could get my screen back the way it was. Thank you. That is our resident Coffee with Friends member Protagonist, who came on and who gave us a perspective on the gay ABCs. And he had the gay ABCs, and he had a great point. He said, listen, there are parents out there reading to their children, right? And like Mimi said earlier, she looked at it from 2 points. Nah, but hey, walk by it. If it's not for you, don't buy it. So that's a great injection, Protagonist. I appreciate that, because there are families who are reading to their children. So it creates a safe space for them. So again, this is one of those topics where you don't have to like the gay BC book. I don't understand why it's necessary, but it's not for me to understand, right? If I don't understand it and I don't care about it, I'm just not going to be the parent or the grandparent that purchases that book. But there will be parents and grandparents and fathers, okay, and mothers, I said parents, right? All kind of parents, the fuck, that might be interested in buying this book. Keyword safe space. He's on Protagonist is on IG and YouTube. Okay. The title of the book, Bad, is Gay BCs. All right. It's in my IG story if you're following me. Good morning, AG. Good morning, Mishibu. Good morning. All right. Veronica Madison said, I went to Catholic school, hottest in the booty girls, and it was all girl Catholic schools. Saw some stuff. I saw some stuff. Yeah, I bet you did. It was the Catholic Church for me and I told this little snippet story before when I used to walk from PS 156. That is the elementary school I went to. Veronica Madison Beauty on here right now. She went to school with me at PS 156. And I used to walk up 228th Street. I believe 228th Street is where the Catholic Church is. This is in Laurelton when I lived in Queens. I did my schooling in Queens. All right. And every day when I walked past the Catholic Church, there's normally a priest or something out there. And he used to offer me candy. And one particular day, he offered me candy, but he wanted me to sit on his lap. And when I sat on his lap, it didn't feel comfortable to me. So I got off his lap and I ran home. And I don't think I ever told my mother. Right. So you know what? We have to keep in mind that there's pervs out there. The fuck? Protect your children, right? But again, the Gay BCs is for those families that choose to read it, right? If it's not for you, walk the fuck past it. But I thought it was something good to highlight here because I had questions. All right. I had questions. You said who was gay in the Little Rascals? Nobody. I'm saying when I was a kid, I looked at the Little Rascals. I looked at Bugs Bunny. I looked at the Road Runner. Y'all know Woody Woodpecker and shit. I never thought sex. Now, yes, we had the characters that was flirting with each other and shit like that. But still, as a kid, I don't ever remember relating it to sex. I don't. Protagonist said times are changing. We either adapt or get left, period. Okay, I find that out. Listen, I came back from vacation and had a whole new boss at work. The fuck? Times change in every way. Okay. Georgie said, because the kid can notice that the other kid has two moms, because at school the kid talks about their mom and explains as a 4-year-old to your 4-year-old at playtime. Having two moms and having two dads is a little bit more easier to explain, Georgie, than non-binary. Right? Having two moms and having two dads, I can explain that. But non-binary, I'm still trying to learn that myself. Non-binary is like understanding autism, how autism has various levels on the spectrum, right? That's how non-binary is. Okay? I don't know. It's hard to explain. I think non-binary it's complicated to me. Okay, to me. Georgie said, was the book meant for the curriculum or was the bookstore that people can pick up and share? They didn't say all of that, but I assumed it was like a library or a bookstore. Yoga Girl Side said, protagonist, what do you mean by times are changing? We either adapt or get left behind. What do you mean by times are changing? Protagonist, because times are changing. Times constantly change. Not to say that we didn't always have the gay community, because we've always had that, but the way things are handled is different. Everything is more open. The same way white folks go around acting like Karens. That didn't always happen so openly. White people hated you in silence, right? They were prejudiced against you quietly, at some point. But, at one point it was loud. And then at one point the prejudice and shit got quiet and sneaky. And now it's loud again. Times are forever changing and we're forever evolving. So I do think that we do have to adapt as times goes on, right? Do what works for you in your family, right? Georgie said, my stance is whether we understand it or not. There is a kid growing up feeling non-binary. There is a kid that hears these conversations and how upset we are about it. And some of these kids are going, yeah. But we talk about a lot of things, Georgie, right? We talk about a lot of things that's going to upset adults and children. Always. We always talk about a lot of stuff that's going to upset adults and children, but it is our responsibility as parents to explain these things, right? Now, I never said don't explain it. I fucking said I'm confused and I don't know how to explain it. But any of you that understand non-binary and that feels comfortable explaining it, you should. You should. I'm not saying don't. I'm just asking, why is the book necessary? And some of y'all explained why y'all think it's necessary. And this is why having the exchange of dialogue is good. I'm still confused why I got to explain non binary to a 4-year-old, but that's my opinion. Again, like an asshole. We all have them, right? Okay, Sam Archer, there you go on YouTube. I heard that your Facebook page and your IG page is gone. And thank you for the tidbit. I'm still learning how to navigate this software. So thank you, Sam. I'm going to be Googling later today to figure out how to manage the sound when I have guests on, because I got to be able to do that. All right. Oh God. Yoga Girl Side said, Raw, fix it. We can hear you. Oh, the feedback. Yeah. I told y'all I have patience, all right? As we do new things on this podcast, I'm going to make mistakes. Georgie said, yeah, we can't even support our own stores past one bad interaction. But we've been getting cold fries, no shakes, and bad service for years. But we will wait online to get that steak and egg cheese bagel. That's true. Well, I've always said that. You know, Black businesses, we in trouble, y'all. We will get cussed out for orders being late. Like, I know I got orders late now because I was in Jamaica, right? But y'all know, if y'all are my regular customers, I'm going to get these orders out to y'all. Have patience with me, right? I'm going to get these orders out. But they will talk about your Black ass business, right? But still go to McDonald's after. Listen, McDonald's gave me and my mom 2 dry ass fish sandwiches, no tartar sauce, no cheese. Okay, I circled back around and I was like, excuse me, the fuck? Give me the fuck what I asked for, right? They gave it to me. And guess what? I still go to McDonald's. But if that was a Black business, some of y'all motherfuckers would have been like, I ain't never doing business with them again. Okay, Bad asked the question. Bad Guru asked the question. Bad H Guru. Okay. What's your thoughts on cheerleading outfits for kids? Okay, we got 10 minutes. Somebody answer that question. Bad H Guru said, what are your thoughts on cheerleading outfits for kids? That's a good one. Parents, y'all know I had a cheerleading outfit too, with the little top and the little skirt and the little pom-poms. And guess what? How many motherfuckers in their sexual fantasy mode asked y'all asses to dress up as a cheerleader? Now, was that motherfucker imagining a 10-year-old cheerleader or a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader? It makes you think, doesn't it? You know, when these motherfuckers ask you to dress up as Catholic schoolgirls and dress up as cheerleaders, great motherfucking question. What about the outfits for the cheerleaders? All right, Kiss the Boys is going to come on and cuss us out on IG. All right. Come through, Kiss the Boys. Oh, there she go. Y'all can't see her face.
I shouldn't even be on here. I need to go wash my face. Listen. My daughter is on a dance team at the high school. And she wanted to be on the larger dance team, but she on the, oh, baby, we're going to push you over here dance team. And at first I was like, oh, they want all this money and all this stuff, but it's an okay dance team, right? So the dance team that she didn't make, when I say, y'all see my moves, them girls, they drop it low like Megan.
That's what I'm talking about, yeah.
At some point, listen, so I'm recording my kid, but when I went to record them, I was like, I feel like this is wrong. Like, I don't want to record this. I don't want to upload this. And I'm a Jersey girl. You know, maybe in my teenage years, I was a rough shaker. But down here in Louisiana, and the closer you get to New Orleans, I knew these little girls, and they was in the dance class, and they had on the clothes, and they was popping their stuff, and I was like,
then wait. The music at the party. It'll be like, he put it in my booty and then do it and take it out and put it in. And they got this song and it's like, get you some. Get you some. And then they say at the beginning of the song, they're like, every man, woman, and child, get you some. Wait, no, not.
Oh, I heard that song on TikTok.
And then at the end of the song, he like, I'm a hoe, please don't F me low. Wait, I definitely don't need the kids to get none. But yeah, these outfits, these girls and dancing and I'm glad my daughter is on the weed. Matter of fact, they shake it like the little white girl on the thing and she just move her back. That's how my daughter's dance team is, but the outfits are still like.
But we as parents,
like you should share it.
But we as parents are enrolling our kids in these activities and buying these outfits, though.
Well, listen, I gave my I gave my $325 because I called Dad like, these people want $650 and they're crazy. But I didn't know what the outfits was going to be. Now that I see them, I'm glad that she's a minimal rump shaker. She's trying out for that team next year. I love her so much. She can hear me. I hope she don't make it.
Yeah.
I don't want her to shake her rump.
Listen, every team don't have, teeny weeny cheerleading outfits, but I've seen some cheerleading outfits that are teeny weeny. Okay. The dance team.
Well,
See,
even if it's spandex and stuff, like by the time they like get into the I can really bust it low and pop it stance for the height, like because I guess they getting ready for the HBCU and it's going to be a little different when they at the HBCU, but they not at the HBCU. And like I said, I felt like I shouldn't record them and upload it because I felt like I was going to go to jail.
okay.
Between the dance moves and the outfits, I just didn't feel appropriate recording nobody's daughter.
Got it.
It just didn't.
Yeah.
Because people are creeps. Like,
yeah.
People are creeps. Like,
I know. They're not, that we're always going to have the pedophilias. It's unfortunate, right? Because they're really just out there cheerleading and dancing. But, the songs, I guess the music is what adds to it, right? Because when I was growing up, I was a cheerleader and we didn't do it like how the dance teams do it today. That's what protagonist kind of means when we say things change and we either adapt or get left behind. Because when I was a cheerleader, we did, give me a C, give me an H, give me E, D, D, blah, blah, blah. We did that. But now the cheerleaders are like you said, they're like, give me some, bust it out, put it in my ass, and they're twirling their asses and shit.
When I was a cheerleader, 17, 18. But we had normal cheerleader outfits, and I was on the band, and I was in band front. We still wore the full-on band outfit.
Yeah.
We were very excited because we got to do the butterfly in the sky, which means you do the butterfly with your hands on the ground. We was like, oh my gosh, like we got to do that, and we danced to Luke. Hey, and More Hair is a cheerleader, but again, although our moves were the moves, but the outfits were different. It's definitely not these outfits like
today.
The outfits that they had my child wearing are the outfits that they would wear at the HBCU when they are actually grown.
Got it. Okay. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kiss the Boys. So basically, thank you. So basically, some cheerleading outfits are a little bit teeny and others are not. So I guess it depends on the cheerleading team your child is on. All right. All right. So protagonist said cheerleading outfits and WWE attire is both inappropriate and appropriate. True. Okay. Mimi said, what about them? I don't think nothing of them. Mimi said, Africans shake their butts. Is that inappropriate? I mean, what are we talking about? Laugh out loud. If you don't like them, don't let your kids be involved. Stop sexualizing these innocent kids. Protagonist said, I think it's inappropriate because anytime you show skin, someone is going to be attracted. Okay. Hey, Johnny Leon Hill. Hey, the butterfly effect. Good morning. Bounce is life in New Orleans. Damn Famous said that. All right. Oh, I got a lot of new joiners. Good morning. Good morning. Yoga Girl Sai said, yes, we should have to explain it when it becomes necessary. We're back to the non-binary. Everyone has their own perspective about when it's necessary and what to say and how to explain it. I agree. AG Photography 21 said, I totally agree why the book is necessary. Just let life take its course. That's another person that agrees that the book is necessary. Okay, thank you for that. You said you confused too? What the fuck is non-binary? I'm still learning, bad. I'm still learning what non-binary is. I don't have nothing negative to say about it. I just don't fully understand it. And that's okay. You know, we all don't understand everything always at the same motherfucking time. It's okay, right? Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Um, some protagonist says some outfits are deemed inappropriate based on the girl's shape. It ain't fair. That's true too. Like there was a picture that went around social media at one point asking if the teacher's outfit was inappropriate. It was a black woman, and because her butt was big, her skirt, her skirt fit her really nicely. And they were saying, is this appropriate? And someone said, well, it depends on your body shape. That's true. That's a great point. Kiss the Boy says, but in our community, we start gyrations and we are being grown and fresh. Right now, that's back to Mimi's comment when she said Africans shake their butts. Is that inappropriate? Okay. Protagonist said, I think it's appropriate because shoot, I ain't wearing no long johns to the beach. Well, yeah. The music again is a community issue. We're the black radio stations that don't want to play such vulgar music? Question mark. Wow. Kiss the Boys, we know that. Kiss the Boy says, my body naturally whines, pops, and isolates when music plays. We see that. True, Mimi, it's cultural. True. True. It's so true. Like, one of my things is I dance all the time, right? And the butt is always the first thing to move, right? It is. It's just very unfortunate that we have to worry about these fucking perverts, okay? Because it's true. Shaking our butts, that's a cultural thing. I shared a video with Mimi about a couple of weeks ago. It was a wedding, and it was an African wedding, and listen, this woman's ass was moving. I was like, can somebody help me? I wish I could do it like that, right? It looked so graceful. It looked so nice. But again, she was dressed. She was fully covered. Now, it might have looked different if she didn't have full coverage, but even in some of the cultural dances, they're not fully covered and they still do that. So I don't know. I'm on the fence with this one. This is the cheerleading outfits and shit. I'm kind of on the fence with it, but I think it's a combination of things. It's not just the outfits alone. It's the outfits, it's the choreography, and it's the music. So I think it's a combination of all three. That's my opinion. Protagonist said, could any of these be deemed inappropriate if we built our own sub-communities? I don't know. We'd still have pervs. Kiss the Boy says everything we do as a black folk to include breathing is inappropriate. We can't breathe. We can't breathe, Kiss the Boys. We can't embrace any one thing about ourselves. It's all condemned. Until the Greys embrace it, then it becomes popular. Okay. Kiss the Boys is replying to Protagonist. Could any of these be deemed inappropriate? She said, I need a twerk in isolation community. We know because we saw you on the roller skates. The fuck? Okay. Mimi said, the waist moves and the butt follows. It is what it is. Automatic. It's like they're connected. They have their own little conversation. Their own conversation. Yoga Girl Side say, yes, some women be minding their business with a big butt and a small waist. Why are these women and teachers called out? Exactly. They can't help it that they got a good shape, right? If somebody with a flat ass wore the same skirt, nobody would fucking care. Okay? These women, why are these women and teachers called out? Skinny women and overweight women aren't called out for wearing the same. I know, I get it. And Bad Guru said 5-year-old girls in short skirts and makeups for who? Now I have seen that. I have seen some of y'all motherfuckers on social media. Don't play with me. I have seen it where y'all got these little 5-year-old babies in these outfits and a little bit of lipstick on their lips. I've seen it. But that ain't my business. I just mind my business. That ain't my kid. So I mind my business. Kiss the Boy said Latin dance is embraced as well as belly and Hawaiian, but they are all white-skinned folks. Bag Guru said, who designs the outfit and who gets the footage of competition? Yoga Girl Side said, we can't do nothing as a group because they fear our unity. Well, the fuck, we fear our own unity. We can't even unite within ourselves. Protagonist said, I don't have a problem with kids wearing cheerleading outfits. I think it's important to teach our children when it's appropriate and when it's not. Good point. Great point. That's a great point. We still have to teach our children what's appropriate when and when it isn't. Great point, Protagonist. Kiss the Boy said, you must have missed me on the poll. I saw the poll too. I can't kiss the boys. You I pray that one of your videos go viral. I do, because you are working it. My ass be aching looking at your videos. I'm like, listen, you're going to have extra muscles in your ass by the end of this year. Kudos to you. But guys, it is 9:03. And this was Coffee with Friends, y'all. You know, I started out with a different topic, and so I'm going to move that topic to tomorrow, right? I'm going to move the topic to tomorrow because I think it's a great topic. The topic I was going to talk about today was, ladies, what are some things you want to say to your man, but it's hard? Meaning it might hurt his feelings. It might hurt his ego, right? It might be something he doesn't want to hear. It's hard for him to accept. And fellas, what are some things that's hard for you to hear, hard for you to accept from your partner, from your wife or your husband, whatever type of relationship you're in? What are some things that are hard to express to our significant other? And what are some things that are hard for us to hear? All right. This is when, these are the types of difficult conversations that we need to be mindful of in relationships. And so that was going to be today's conversation, but I got inboxed the gave me seeds, and I wanted to bring that to the table because I had questions. I thought it was going to be a 10-minute conversation, but it wound up being a good conversation where we got some great input from the members of Coffee with Friends. And I say members of Coffee with Friends because anybody that joins Coffee with Friends is a member to me. All right. Anybody. So listen, guys, again, if you want to participate and jump on as a host, you could jump on video on IG. You could jump on video if you want to join the platform, the actual podcast platform. I can send you the link. I'm still learning how to navigate that. So the more guests that join my platform opposed to IG, it gives me the ability to learn to manage the sound. All right. So now today I know I have to walk away and Google how to manage my sound in this application. All right. So I learn something new every day, and I appreciate that. You guys push me on a regular basis to grow this platform, and y'all just don't know it. But I thank you. I do. I know, Protagonist. We talk more than on the opening topic. Sometimes the opening shit turns into the whole topic, and I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all, right? I don't mind that at all. But guys, you know me. The link is in my bio. Make sure you are following me across all of my platforms: YouTube, Facebook, IG, TikTok, where I do all my dances, right? I also have 2 retail links on my link tree. Essentially Raw, that's where you go and get the body butters, the hair butter. If you want some healthy hair, okay, hair butter, hair oil, okay, that's all I use on my hair. Body scrub, all right? Or you want to go to rawtothebone.com, get yourself a hoodie or a t-shirt to show your support for Coffee with Friends. I appreciate that. But nothing more important than free support. What's free support? Sharing my platform, commenting, sending me some topics to talk about, co-hosting with me, right? That's free support. That is free support. Thank you, Kiss the Boys. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So listen, guys, I love that free support. Make sure you are going to my YouTube channel, especially, and you are subscribing to my channel. All right. Because I am going to be booting up Coffee with Friends after dark. That is why, most importantly, I need to figure out my guest sound. How do I manage my sound in Restream for guests? All right. If anybody can help me with that, I'm here to learn. All right. And the other thing is, oh my God, such good fucking news, y'all. You know, y'all see this, right? It's just a blue wall. I'm working on trying to get a backdrop so that, you know, I have a whole feeling of a show here. But I had to wrap up some old business before I was able to onboard a graphic artist, right? So I am going to be working with a new graphic artist, okay, that's going to be helping me push some new stuff on my retail site. So new stuff is coming, and hopefully I will have a backdrop from this new graphic artist. I love, listen, don't run your business as a small business. It might be a small business, but don't run your business as a small business, all right? Yes, protagonist. Let's talk about that. I definitely want to do that, right? I definitely want to do that. All right. So I appreciate that, protagonist. We'll have a show where protagonist will talk about the 7 forms of income and he'll co-host it. Right. So I appreciate that. Let me work on my sound. I got to figure out how to do my sound on Restream. All right. And so we'll do that. And I got something else that's coming. It might be like a raw to the bone chat corner where I have a specific guest that chats about some things in the community, you know, some things that they're trying to accomplish in their lives. You know, how do they add to the community? I'm constantly growing because the whole goal here is to love up on our brothers and sisters, exchange information, right? Heal, unpack all that toxic shit. Be a better community. And with that, y'all, I am out. Let's see what the vibes are gonna be. Because, you know, even though I give YouTube and Facebook vibes, I gotta give IG vibes too. So here we go. Let's see. Let's see what we're gonna play. Well, this is important because shine bright like a diamond, right? We all should shine bright like a diamond. Remember, happy Thursday, right? Make every day count. Love up on each other. Communicate. Manifest that positive shit, all right? And do your I ams. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am strong. All right? And with that, hey, I'm out, y'all. Peace. Hey.